This morning, 9 people are dead and dozens more hurt after 3 separate shootings in Mississippi, all of them happening during homecoming celebrations.
Chaos is deadly violence unfolded in tiny Leland. In Mississippi, we got to do better. We got a homecoming man, authorities say. 6 were killed after a shooting on Main Street. Following the town's homecoming football game Friday night.
A medical call at Heidelberg High School. It's going to be multiple people shot.
Stay with us, because what you're about to see will make you question how safe anyone really is, and why. In this case, the truth drowned long before the bodies did. It starts like every small-town dream. Leland, Mississippi, quiet streets, red brick storefronts, and a Friday night wrapped in nostalgia. October 11, 2025, homecoming weekend. The high school game had just ended, and the celebration spilled into downtown. Families, music, generations of alumni. Main Street glowed under yellow lamps as people gathered for the after-party, what locals called the block. Then, just after midnight, joy turned to horror. Gunfire, screams, running feet, glass shattering. The official timeline says the first shots erupted around 12 a.m. at the corner of 4th Street and North Main. In seconds, the crowd scattered. When police arrived, 4 people were already dead. Dozens more were bleeding, crying for help. Ambulances filled every lane. Helicopters touched down in open lots. Sirens echoed for miles. Overnight, 2 more victims died at the hospital, raising the death toll to 6. At least 10 others were wounded, some critically. Investigators would later call it one of the deadliest mass shootings in Mississippi in years. Photographs taken hours later showed shoes left behind, overturned tables, and pools of blood glistening beneath the streetlights. It was supposed to be a night of laughter, the town's annual homecoming block party, but now it was sealed off with yellow tape. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation led the case. They called in the FBI's Jackson Field office and the ATF for support. Teams worked through the night, collecting more than 200 shell casings from multiple weapons. Detectives pulled surveillance footage from nearby shops. The FBI created an online portal for witnesses to upload cell phone videos. They were piecing together chaos, second by second. No arrests? Then 5. For 2 days there were no suspects named. Then everything shifted. On October 13th, the FBI announced 3 arrests. Tevion L. Powell, William Bryant, and Morgan Lattimore, all charged with capital murder. Hours later, Latoya A. Powell was arrested on charges of attempted murder and accessory. After the fact, the next morning, Tirajernal S. Martin was taken into custody, also charged with capital murder. Authorities say more arrests may follow. All charges remain allegations until proven in court. A family torn apart. Here's where it gets twisted. Tevion Powell and Latoya Powell are nephew and aunt. And among the dead was Shelbyona Powell, Latoya's niece. Family on both sides of the gunfire. 6 dead, and 1 family name connects several of them. Investigators haven't released a confirmed motive, but said the shooting likely began with a personal dispute, a disagreement that spiraled out of control.
No politics.
No gangs, just anger. The victims, authorities confirmed 6 killed. Shelbyona Powell, 25. A young mother and nursing student. Marcus Bledsoe, 26. A former football player. Antonio Green, 32, a local barber. Keshia Hall, 29, a daycare teacher. 2 others, names withheld pending family notice. 4 died instantly. 2 more succumbed to their wounds in the hospital. Each had come home for the weekend. Each never made it back. The FBI's Seeking Information poster went live within 24 hours. Agents urged, if you have video, photos, anything, send it. The ATF tested bullets for ballistic matching, while state labs performed touch DNA on casings. Investigators believe at least 5 firearms were used. Handguns and 1 semi-automatic rifle. Each weapon, each bullet tells a fragment of truth. The town reacts. By sunrise, Main Street was silent. Leland's mayor, John Lee, stood near the barricade.
For Leland, Mississippi, pray for your city, and let's pray for this country.
Local churches opened for vigils, candles, photos, flowers. The words "Forever Homecoming" appeared in chalk on the sidewalk. A teacher whispered, "They were just kids who wanted to dance." To outsiders, it's another headline. To Leland, it's a wound that won't heal. Unanswered questions. Why did the fight start? Who fired first? Was it targeted? Or panic once bullets flew? Detectives say they're still reviewing hundreds of video clips and witness statements. The FBI continues to analyze evidence at Quantico. Somewhere inside that data lies the answer. As of today, 5 people sit behind bars, 6 lie buried, and an entire town is asking why. Investigators say they're close to identifying a possible 6th shooter, a suspect no one expected. Part 2, the aftermath. When the sun rose over Leland the next morning, silence hung over the town. The sirens were gone. The laughter was gone. Only the echo of gunfire remained. State troopers, MBI agents, and the FBI's evidence response team combed the scene. More than 200 shell casings, scattered like metallic confetti, proved multiple shooters. This wasn't one gunman.
It was a crossfire.
2 groups, and in between them, innocent people. Digital forensics. The FBI's Jackson field office received hundreds of clips, cell phones, doorbells, dash cams. Agents sorted them frame by frame. One clip stood out, men posing with guns minutes before the shooting, laughing, flashing signs. That clip became key evidence. Facial recognition matched 3 faces: Tevian Powell, William Bryant, Morgan Lattimore. By Monday morning, the FBI moved in. All 3 arrested without incident. Hours later, LaToya Powell, Tevion's aunt, was charged with attempted murder and accessory. The next day, Terrigonal Martin, 33, was arrested after investigators tracked his vehicle through highway cameras. Each charge remains an allegation. The sequence, investigators believe it began around 11:45 p.m. Hundreds celebrating after the game. 2 groups arguing near a food stand. Words turned to shoves. Someone pulled a gun, then another. Gunfire erupted in both directions. A wall of bullets. 4 died instantly. 2 more at the hospital. 10 wounded. It lasted less than 15 seconds. 15 seconds that destroyed a town. The vigil. Pastor James Carter told the crowd, "We came to celebrate homecoming. We left carrying caskets, huh?" 6 white balloons floated into the night sky. 1 for each life lost. Court and aftermath. By October 15th, all 5 suspects appeared in court. No bond. Prosecutors called it a calculated act of violence. Defense attorneys claimed they were just present, not shooters. Capital murder in Mississippi means death penalty or life without parole. At least 1 gun matched shell casings from the scene. Tests continue. Main Street reopened, but the scars remained. Bullet holes patched, flowers replaced daily. A wooden cross marks where the first victim fell. Mayor John Lee promised a memorial. They were our sons and daughters.
Not a time to keep your mouth closed. It's a time you open your mouth. You can save a lot of lives if you open your mouth and tell them.
There are 2 right here. There's one in front of here.
Like Mildred Michael.
All you saw was like people sitting down or standing around crying because they were starting to identify the different people that.
One lead shows a Facebook live stream minutes before the shooting. 2 men arguing, 1 flashing a gun. The FBI confirmed the video is authentic, but hasn't released audio. 6 funerals in 1 week. A community reeling? Residents now hold Friday vigils instead of football games. "I used to hear my daughter's laughter here," one mother said. "Now I hear echoes." 5 defendants remain in custody. A grand jury will review the case this month. The FBI portal stays open. Officials hint at more charges.
We ask the public to recognize that they have a role in this investigation. Speak up, share, give us that opportunity.
What began as laughter became tragedy. A moment that will haunt this Mississippi town for decades. 6 crosses stand by the roadside now, each lit by solar lamps at night. Locals say the lights never go out, not even in storms. Maybe it's coincidence, or maybe something else. Because every night, when the street gets quiet, people swear they still hear it. A faint echo of music from that homecoming party that never truly ended. And somewhere, in a courtroom yet to come, 6 voices are still waiting to be heard. What do you think really happened that night? Was it rage, pride, or something darker buried deep in the Delta? Tell me in the comments, and subscribe, because the story of Leland isn't over yet.